Happy Monday, my sweet scientists. Today we're going to talk about photosynthesis. We talked maybe a little bit last week. I think I brought it up about photosynthesis, and that is how plants make food. And so today we're going to read an epic books on photosynthesis and do a little activity. Take some notes next. So let me try to share my screen. Is it going to stay shared? Let's see. Oh, it's not paused so far. Okay. Whoops. All right, let's go back and we're going to look at the table of contents. And the table of contents is the chapters and the page number. So that would be called a nonfiction text feature. It tells us exactly where to find things. So chapter 1, light catchers. Chapter 2 on page 10, pores and roots. Chapter 3, giving plants on page 16. And then there's an activity you can try at home. So let's start reading about photosynthesis. Chapter 1, light catchers. Let me move myself over a little bit. So we have a, right here is a text feature. Again, it's a label. It's telling us what this thing is, and it's called a bud. A beech tree's bud twists and bends. It begins to open. Inside are leaves folded up tightly. The leaves slowly stretch out and unfold. They spread wide and flat. They must get as big as possible. They are the tree's light catchers. So the leaves catch the light. Beams of light, of warm sunlight, fall onto a plant's leaves. This light is made of energy. Sunlight is an important ingredient. Plants need it to make food. This is photosynthesis. Our little did you know box, sunlight travels far to reach plants. This energy travels 93 million miles and fast. It only takes around 8 minutes to zoom to Earth, going 93 million miles. Here's another label, and that's telling us what this is, and it is a plant cell. Once sunlight hits the leaves, it's trapped. How? Special cells contain chlorophyll. It absorbs the sunlight's energy. Now the plant just needs a few more ingredients to make food. Did you know? Some plants make food even when their leaves fall off in the winter. Wow. The quaking aspen tree has chlorophyll in its bark. It can make food all winter long. The quaking aspen tree, that might be something you want to research. Chapter 2, pores and roots. Look closely at a leaf. It's not just flat and smooth. It is covered with a maze of veins. Just like how we have veins that go throughout our body, leaves have veins too. And there's the label that's telling us that the veins. You've probably noticed that. If you've not noticed that before, go find a leaf. See if you can see the veins. Those are always fun to put a piece of paper on top and then shade over with a crayon, and you get that cool tracing. Stomata. Look even closer. You'll see pores called stomata. They open and close, just like we have pores in our skin, those little tiny holes that open and close. They open and close. The pores let in ingredients for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is a gas in the air. That's what we breathe out. Water is in the air too. They flow into a leaf through its pores. So the carbon dioxide, what we breathe out, plants breathe in, and it goes through their pores called stomata. There's our label for roots. Water is also in the soil. A plant's roots reach deep into the soil. The roots soak up water and nutrients or minerals. They travel, which are like vitamins. They travel up through the stem. They move through the veins into the leaf, and then the water and nutrients reach the cells. Did you know? Roots also hold a plant in the soil. We knew that. Some plants have a large taproot. Other plants have many thin roots. So this plant has many thin roots, and it says some plants have a large taproot, so that's probably just a bigger root. Ooh, this is a diagram. The diagram is a text feature, and it shows the parts of things. Now the leaf's cells have the right ingredients to make food. Energy from the sun begins the process. The energy moves through the cells. It changes as it reacts with carbon dioxide and water. It becomes a kind of sugar that the hungry plant uses to grow. So if we look at our diagram, it says different parts of a plant gather the ingredients for its food. So the leaves have the pores and they let the carbon dioxide into the leaves, and chlorophyll is trapped. The sunlight turns it into that sugar. The stem supports the plant and helps move the water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves. The veins move the water from the roots to the leaves. We talked about the pores, it's letting in the carbon dioxide. And the roots gather water and nutrients from the soil. Chapter 3, giving plants. Plants grow bigger and bigger using the sugar they make. New buds form, leaves unfold, and plants grow taller. They reach toward the sun. They reach toward the sun because they need that sunlight. But plants don't use all of their food right away. They store some in their roots. The roots grow large and some become sweet and full of nutrients. They are the vegetables we eat. Very cool. Apples taste sweet. That is because a plant's food fuels growing fruit. Sweet fruit is a great package for the seeds inside. Many animals eat fruit and they carry the seeds in their bodies. With their waste, you know what that is? With their waste, the animals leave the seeds in new places and soon seedlings will grow. When plants make their food, they make something else too. They release oxygen from their pores. So those pores have a big job, suck in the carbon dioxide and releasing the oxygen that we need to survive. It goes into the air and helps all the creatures on Earth. People and animals breathe oxygen in and use it to make energy in their bodies. Photosynthesis helps plants grow. It also helps keep the planet healthy. So they give us oxygen and we give them our carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So that is what photosynthesis is. I think it's very, very interesting how plants do that. Here we have another text feature, the glossary. The glossary is like a mini dictionary in the back of books. And so those bold words, those vocabulary words, when you read the meaning, if you don't know what they mean, you go back to the end of the book and find the glossary, and they're in alphabetical order. So here's a little activity you can do at home. You can't see the gases moving in and out of a leaf on a plant, but try this activity to see how leaves breathe. You will need a large glass bowl, warm water, leaf, and a rock. So this is like doing your own science experiment. Fill the glass bowl with warm water. Go outside and pick a leaf off of a plant or tree. Place the leaf in the bowl and weight it down with the rock so it stays underwater. Put the bowl in a sunny spot and then wait a few hours before checking on the leaf. Lift up the rock. Check on the leaf. What do you see? Small bubbles are on the leaf's surface and at the sides of the bowl. This shows the oxygen that the leaf releases during photosynthesis. That would be something really cool. You should try it right now, maybe before you do the photosynthesis next video diagram, or you can do it after. There are tons of photosynthesis books on Epic Books, so you might want to go and read some more. And that is our meaning of photosynthesis. So try to do this activity today, and then next we will take notes on our photosynthesis diagram. That would be a really cool thing for you and mom or dad to do, is that experiment. Excuse me, I forgot my words. All right, so we'll see you next for our diagram.